or the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a beautiful Friday of buttons that need to be checked. It is the weekend, so I got a little pep in my step, about to spend some time with the family. Anyway, I'm talking too much. What I'm trying to say is, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing and helping the channel grow. We are getting it started, man. Listen, this is the last day. This is the last day that your boy will be looking weird up here on the top. I've been wearing hats backwards to the side. I got a beanie on right now, and the reason why I just don't rock the straight up hair is because I got a Arslan Ash haircut type of thing going on right now, and I don't trust the fade. I do not put my confidence in the fade. Why? Because I did it myself. Listen, I used to cut hair back in the day. I swear, I used to cut hair back in the day. Like just my own and my cousins and stuff like that. But hey, when worst comes to worst, maybe I grab them clippers and I get to work. And right now in this economy, sometimes you gotta give yourself the old Arslan Ash. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, hey, no disrespect. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, I'm talking too much. We got some hot ass buttons, hot ass debates. So without further ado, let's check them. Let's go. All right, now into them first set of Are the OGs in the Community officially cooked buttons that need to be checked. So you guys remember a couple of videos ago, we checked them buttons where Daigo was saying this is probably a very interesting time because this might be the last game that we're able to compete and stand up against the youth, because a lot of us are in our 40s. And usually Street Fighter series, the new ones usually come out 6 to 7 years, something like that. So by Street Fighter 7, a lot of us are gonna be 50 years old or in our 50s, meaning we probably won't have the mental reactions and capabilities that we used to in order to compete with these young bucks. Now, there was arguments made besides that, which we'll get to that at the end of the video. But for now, it's finally getting to the FGC. Now, I thought it was very interesting because yesterday we covered Street Fighter League US Day 1, and Rob TV asked Blas directly this question because he was like, yo, you're the center of this. And Blas said this.
Strategies are doing exceptionally well now this season. Is obviously it's more accessible, the game. There's more kids actually, or people that are young interested in the game. There's more communities, like in Chile, like the community is very strong and they keep doing events and even making newcomers, like people that are inspired because of him are now they have like an academy also in Chile. I don't know if you saw that, they went to Evo France, but now there's a lot more players interested in that, and players like Hinao and Kraime that came just at the same time he's playing. So he feels like there's more accessibility, there's more way to get the information, there's more ways to play, to find out about the game and learn. And he feels that that's something that's helped out the young generation to like be even stronger because of the access that they have.
Anyway, he answered that, and now it goes back to FGC Twitter, starting with the GOAT himself, Ryan Hart. He posted a quote retweet over that video of Daigo saying,
新旧入り待ちっての最後かもしれないね。スト6が。
This is the Daigo stream where yesterday's post came from as people were interested. I hadn't actually thought about it until he mentioned it, and it made me kind of sad to realize. Also, just ask instead of jumping to conclusions next time, please, because apparently he made a tweet. He posted this one on November 12th, so about 2 days ago. But there was a tweet that people took the wrong way, I guess. He's talking about this one posted the day before, where he says, really sad to realize that age-wise for us older players, Takedo, Daigo, myself, Sako, Haitani, and Itabashi, and all the other 40s pros, this will be our last Street Fighter game. With each Street Fighter game going for about 7 years before the new one, that will put many of us at 50 years old or close to it. It's been such an epic journey, and I know I'll definitely miss attending events to participate. It'll be fun to watch the new kids go at it, but will be a shame not to even be a part of the action. It has been a great time of my life. Thank you to everybody. And that has about 4.3 thousand likes. That almost seems like a goodbye, like a farewell letter, right? In a way, like saying it has been a great time of my life. Thank you to everybody. Almost like he's coming to grips, like, yo, this is probably it for me. But then you got some other pros that are older themselves not liking what he said, starting right here with Dr. B, aka Galaxy B. And real quick, if you don't know who Dr. B is, this dude has been FGC from, I guess, the beginning. He's had a legendary rivalry with Justin Wong back in the day. I met him in New York when me and Dirty Low went for the first time. He was filming a rap video out there because he does music as well. He put us in the damn video like we were just messing around dancing and whatnot. He's always been cool with me. I've even seen him go head up with Punk. They had a rivalry for a second, and I remember Punk being hella heated, but they ended up squashing it, took a picture together and all that good stuff. So anyway, he's been around the block and he's won, I believe, quite a few EVO titles. So he picks it up right here saying, "Speak for yourself. I'm one of the longest active OGs of EVO and the FGC as a whole, a 44-year-old EVO 2025 champion of a game this year period, and top 8 EVO and etc. FGC major medalist every single year of EVO since 2018, and I've been playing in all EVOs since B5 in 2001. Damn, I didn't even know EVO was out that long. He said, I've been playing in all EVOs ever since B5 in 2001. He continues saying, I don't plan on retiring anytime soon. I will play the next Street Fighter 2. Just because you are burnt out doesn't mean we all are. We hear you though. You are tired. Respectfully, rest well. Street Fighter 7 or Capcom vs. SNK 3 drops. There will still be legends carrying the torch. Don't worry." So basically he takes it from the point of view like, yo, speak for yourself. You can say this, which you obviously did, but don't put other people there because you have no idea if they're tired, if they're burnt out, and what they're gonna do, because it does sound like you're tired, but we're good to go. And I believe Dr. B saying right now he's about 44. But then Ryan Hart actually responds to that saying, "You read to reply, not to understand. Nobody said tired. Life is finite. Playing games means time away from other things in life, valuable things. So a choice has to be made. As a responsible adult in life, you cannot have everything. Responsibility, life goals, and personal hobbies all take time, and advancing on games means losing time on something else. That's also valuable and important in life's opportunities. It's that simple. Life is always about choices and trade-offs. There is no ultimate flex in that regard. Whatever you win, you will lose elsewhere. Just about whether if you're okay with that or not, but the loss is always there." Damn, that is deep. I didn't think about it like that. He says, wherever you're winning, you're losing elsewhere because it's a trade-off. You know, if you're a pro, a lot of these pros talk about playing, anywhere from 5 hours to like 10 hours a day or some ridiculous stuff like that. And a lot of them feel like they have to in order to still remain relevant or to be able to do top performance, right? So I guess Ryan, from this perspective, is saying, if you're focusing that much and just dedicating this much to competing professionally, you might be winning. Hell, you might be winning some of these tournaments, but you're losing in other areas, especially if you're older and you have a family. The loss is always there. It's give and take. So the older you get, what are you willing to sacrifice? More responding right here saying, what I don't get is, given this new info, why are you speaking for other pros when this is really just your reprioritizing your life? Feels like it's a very personal decision to project onto others. Ryan responds saying, it's Daigo's decision he projected onto me that I'm responding to. If you didn't see the original Daigo comment, then my post won't make sense. Here's the link. And then of course he posted the video he did the day before. Others respond saying that Capcom's Senior Pro Tour are going to be crazy. That would actually be legit though. Capcom Senior Pro Tour. That would be hilarious, right? They kind of do it now. Remember we covered the story, not in what was it? Was it Tekken or Mortal Kombat? Something like that. But there was this whole senior citizen group and they were playing. That would be dope. Anyway, let me continue. Ryan Hart just laughs at that. Others say the prodigal son has become the prodigal unk. He laughs at that again. Midlife crisis moment. He responds saying, crisis, how so? I don't know who you are, but I promise you that you will not want to spend 10 hours a day playing Street Fighter when you are 50 years old. So you are no different here. And then Dr. B actually weighs in again, I guess, to that last response that Ryan had on him. He says, speak for yourself again. I read and understood you. I balance all of those things. What you need is God and some focus. I will pray for you. Sounds like you can't handle or balance life and hobbies, etc. I do it all the time. I have multiple careers, family, a beautiful wife to be, friends, travel, do music, fashion events, you name it. And I do this FGC stuff. Not all of us take losses the way you are. Maybe just in some corners of your life, Ryan, you are losing 100. I took mine early in life when I didn't have it balanced. You just sound unstable, and that's okay, dude. Just don't discourage those who can handle it because of your lack of that element. I hope you get it together and figure it out. One black man and one human to another. Then, as you can imagine, you got some FGC reacting to that. So you had them reacting to Ryan at first, but now you have them reacting to Dr. B right here saying, why such hostility? That's from Aliyun. Why such hostility? You make it sound personal, sounds insane to me. Others saying the irony of delivering an unsolicited lecture about how another FGC OG needs to be better about managing his time / balancing his hobbies, equating it to a matter of morality by implying he needs God over it, and then saying he's the one who sounds unstable, laugh my ass off. Underneath that saying, yeah, you didn't understand, LOL. You just ego typed a resume, and at Evo, you speak unrealistically for a 44-year-old. But then again, you're probably playing the same 20 players in CVS2. Ryan is talking about the competition requiring 6 to 10 hours a day. Underneath that, God just hit me up. He said, stop typing. Nice rage bait, bro. Would be spicier if we knew who you were. Then I see Incross adding to this saying, FGC yearns for 50-plus-year-olds in major grand finals. Beneath that, people respond saying, 50-year-old Taquito getting throw-looped by a 12-year-old Ryu from Morocco. Incross says, at this point, I'm the one starting the discourse. We need an old master. And then right here, don't give up yet. This is the one I highlighted saying, yes, I do. I want it so bad. I want a 60-year-old Daigo showing kids who's the boss. That would be so insane. Then others responding back to Ryan saying, this makes me so sad. I'm so close to 40 and didn't achieve anything. Dr. B responds to that dude saying, don't listen to him or his restrictions. Keep playing, dog. I'm 44. Then somebody underneath that says, I'm 43 and my prime is now. The only restrictions you put are what you put on yourself. And there you have it. How are we feeling? So let me say this, because I imagine you guys might be feeling, some type of way about Dr. B or Ryan right now. I can only speak from my personal experience. Both these guys have been super nice to me throughout my whole existence in the FGC. Ryan is, that dude is such down to earth. He's one of the GOATs. He's a freaking legend. Somehow he knows how to b-boy. I was at Evo one time. This dude got on the floor and he was doing like crazy ass floor work. I was like, he used to be a b-boy? This dude can dance? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is he's one of the people in the FGC I've always considered like a straight up sweetheart. Galaxy B, right? Dr. B, he's kind of the opposite in a sense. Now, I don't mean he's an asshole. I mean like he's also an OG of the FGC, but he's more talking shit. He's more ruffle and feathers. You know what I'm saying? He likes the smoke. He wants the smoke, and he's kind of like that ever since I've known him. And on the other hand, like I was saying earlier, he's always been super nice to me, super real to me. He treated me and Dirty Low like royalty, so I got nothing bad to say about either of these guys. But as far as this debate, let me say here, I think Ryan's was in a good place. He was trying to say this in a good way, but the fact that he started throwing out other people's names, people took that offensively, like, why are you, it seems like you're the one wanting to say goodbye for whatever reason. It looks like you obviously made it clear that, if you succeed here, you're gonna fail here. And you probably have things in life, especially being older, I know I do, that you're like, I gotta pay more attention to this stuff, man, because I really do love and appreciate these things. And let's be real, none of us know how much time we have on this earth. Real talk, the closer you get to 50, I'm speaking from personal experience, the closer you get to 50, you start, it's natural. You start thinking of things you never thought of before. So nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's honorable. But I think people took offense when he started putting out other people's names. But his defense was, bro, I'm taking this from the clip that Daigo posted. Daigo kind of started this conversation, so I'm just putting it here on Twitter. Then you got Galaxy B kind of, once again, coming in like Galaxy B does. He's like, speak for yourself. I'm this, I'm that. You're rested. It sounds like you're failing in certain areas. We'll hold it down. I wish you the best type of energy, right? Other people responding to that to like Ali Yoon, like, yo, this is coming out very hostile. Why are you talking like this? And other people kind of saying the same thing, like, bro, you missed the point. I could also see on Galaxy B's side what he was trying to say. I guess he was trying to speak like other people that took it some type of way. But the fact that he did use some of those words does seem hostile, like Ali Yoon was talking about. And when you talk like that to somebody like Ryan Hart, that is ultimately considered one of the GOATs hands down. Some people would probably put him on the Mount Rushmore of the FGC. When you talk like that to somebody who's always had like a sweetheart as far as like image in the FGC, you're gonna get some type of blowback. People are gonna be like, yo, what the hell's wrong with you? Why are you talking to the homie like that? But ultimately, what's crazy is they're both kind of saying the same thing at the end of the day. They're both like passionate and they both want to be here as long as possible. I think on Ryan's side, he's saying like he feels like his time is kind of winding down. Obviously, I don't even know how old Ryan Hart is. I assume he's a little older than Galaxy B, but I'm not sure. We know Dr. B's like what, 44? So I don't know the age difference here, but everybody has their own walk of life. So on Ryan's side, he's like, I wish I could stay. I'll be around. I just can't compete for 10 hours a day anymore to be competitive. On Dr. B's side, he's like, I'm 44 and I'm gonna do this until the damn wheels fall off. So like I said, man, if either of these guys are watching this video, I wish the best for both of y'all. Both of y'all have been super good to me, man. I thought this was a very interesting discourse because at the end of the day, what does it mean? Are our OGs officially cooked for Street Fighter 7? Daigo did start it. I don't know everybody's ages, like the legends. I know some people are just in their 30s. Some of these OGs, they'll probably have what it takes to compete in their early 50s, or I don't know if I'll go far as to say 60s, but you know, you'll do it as long as your body will let you. And I guess that's with anything. I remember when I asked Punk, and I said this on another video, he said he never sees retiring. He's like, why would I? I'm basically gonna do this until I can't. Definitely just one more time, Butt Check family, definitely let me know how you are feeling. Isn't it just a crazy reality? It is just a crazy reality to think that one day this will be over for all of us, whether you officially walk away or we officially pass away. You know what I'm saying? It's life. It's the circle of life, man. It just really never dawns on, I think it's just the ignorance or the bliss maybe of youth, where you don't really have to concern yourself with those thoughts, because it doesn't even seem to exist. Like the reality is there, but it's not really there. Then when you get in your 40s, like I said, you start creeping up, your body starts feeling different, you know what I'm saying? You start being like, holy crap, I'm actually aging. Like it's such a, you know what I'm saying? Then your people around you start passing away, and it's so depressing, y'all. I know for me it was, it still is, you know. I have a really big, like, stereotypical Hispanic family, and one by one, I literally just lost another uncle the other day. It's heart-wrenching, you know what I'm saying? It breaks you in a way, but at the same time, it's an honor. It's a blessing, because if you think about it, a lot of people don't get to live this long. They just leave early for whatever reason. We're still here. If you're watching this video, if you're in your 40s or your 50s or your 30s or whatever, man, you are still here living and breathing. Whether we're getting old and our body is aching, we got that icy hot, that Bengay, you know, whatever it takes to sleep at night. Man, I got a whole damn sleep apnea machine behind me now. I never had to worry about that before. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, despite all of these difficulties, I'm still here. And I at least get to experience it. And I get to experience y'all. So thank you guys for the amazing love. I will see you soon. As always, I don't know what it is, but I know somehow, some way, it's about to get better, no matter what your age. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Any gay. Horny. What are we doing again? What is this called? Bogus check? Whatever happened to that Mike Ross fella? Is he still kicking?